Okay, so we're here. We were in the main menu, then we went to the navigation, then we went to media. So right here, you decide which radio do you want to listen to. Do you want to do Bluetooth? Apple Play is a completely different story. So let's say you selected Bluetooth right now, and you wanted to do Sirius XM. And right here, you can pause it. You can scroll to the next one. So you have a list, channel list. You see the numbers. You can also do tune and say my favorite is 53. So there you go, you have that. You can do your favorites as well. That's recently played. Right here in the bottom there will be favorites. So let's say I listen to the 53 and oh my god, I love it. So you press this button, saves it to your favorites, and it shows up over here. And then you're like, okay, I also like this one, and then you add it this way, and then you're like, I am done with this. This is just playing on my nerves so far, so I'm gonna drag it and get rid of it. Pretty intuitive, pretty simple, pretty easy. You can also, this is going to, you have the first 3 months free with Sirius XM, and then you can go to their website or call them, and then if you need to scan radio stations, you go ahead and start the scan. We're not doing it right now. Luckily, we have it set up right now. So list, tune, pretty simple. Same goes with FM or AM, and then there you go. So phone, this would be, there is no phone paired right now. If we pair through Bluetooth, you'll have favorites. Again, you'll have your ingoing, outgoing phone calls right here. Your contact list will take time to sync as well. So this is more for Android users. That's the only way you'll be able to get into the car. There's no Android Auto with Porsche, only Apple CarPlay. And Apple CarPlay would look just like interface of your phone, with certain apps that are allowed to be shown in Apple CarPlay, and then you would operate it just like your phone, but from the screen. So it makes it a lot easier. Car, you get car settings, different settings. You have owner's manual here, which I think is just magic, because you can go to, let's say, cruise control. Let's say you have adaptive cruise control that sets up distance between your car and car in front of you. So we go by the letter A, we press ACC, adaptive cruise control. You read all the good stuff about it, you see where it's located, and then we scroll down, how to activate, how to set it, how to get the distance, and then you're like, oh my god, this is a video right here. And you can watch it. It's very easy to easy to find, and you can watch it as many times as you like, as long as you're in park. So it makes total sense. Love it. It's amazing. Very helpful. Owner's manual digital is just a great thing. So, and you can scroll through and find different things, as well as let's say Apple CarPlay, and then you do Apple CarPlay and you see the way it looks, because in this car you would have to, it tells you which ones are eligible for it. Siri has to be activated. And right here you would get into the armrest, and you see the 2 USB cords. SIM card, it has already been inserted by the service department and activated, so your navigation works. SD card, if you want to listen to your music through SD card, because it has higher quality, you can have it as higher quality than just streaming it from the radio or your phone or Sirius. It makes a huge difference. If you're into music and into the sound systems and all that, you will feel the difference for sure. So that's why they have this space for SD card. Otherwise you would just plug it in, and original Apple cord, of course, and then you could use voice control and press and hold, as we spoke before, to activate Siri, and then have the same interface right here, just like on your phone. Right here we're going to go to the trip. Again, trip information. We reset the whole trip right here beforehand, right? So it shows all the empty fields, but you can also track that. Total trip, trip destinations, you can refresh it, all that. This shows that you are the internet is the satellite, right? All is working. There's no phone connected, but LTE, that's from the SIM card that has been inserted by service department, and it all works. And here's your widget, right? We set up widget before, so you can also change that. Apps, we spoke about the apps and what they are and how to keep them going. Sound system, right? So sound, bass and treble, you decide how do you want it to be, this way, right? Surround sound, linear, right? You can do audio pilot and all that. Just make sure it's the way you like, depends on the music you listen to. Here you decide how, you can choose how do you want balance to be as well. Volume, this is also touch tone settings. I don't like touch tone at all in the car, so you can also, you can create it and then you can hear a little clicking. I don't like that, so no clicking for me. Navigation announcements. So it gives you an example. I'm gonna lose my mind like that, so no, thank you. So you basically can just make them louder, quieter, comparing to the sound of your music. If you want them to be louder or quieter, you adjust it right here. Right now it's at 6, which is pretty reasonable. So, and that's about it. Now I go to settings. This is very simple. Also, this is for the volume, right? I pressed it a few times to mute it, and this is to scroll through different things if you want to do it manually. Also, it works as great auto zoom on your map. All right, we're on planet Earth. Let's take a look at that. Oh wow, fabulous. Okay, so we go down back to settings, date and time. We already spoke about resetting date and time. I'll show you again, right? Automatic time sync. You pushed it, you unpushed it, it's going to reset and do it automatically. Voice control, again, helps to text. You can see what features are on, which features are off, decide which ones you want to leave on and off. Software update, from time to time it's good to go in here, and if there's a new version or something like that, you can update your software. It would be like a little icon right here with an arrow pointing down. If it's not there, meaning there's no new software update released, that you don't need to actually go in here and do that. If the little icon with a little like tray and arrow and pointed inside of it is right there, meaning you can go to software update and update your software if it's available without visiting the dealer. Factory settings, we're not going there. This is to reset everything and start from scratch to go to factory settings on the whole car. So there you go. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.